Hey coaches, it's Kathleen Petula. I want to welcome you to our Emerald Push group. I'm super excited that you're ready to take the next step and launch your business to the next level. First, I want to tell you a little bit more about how this group's going to work because it's a little bit different than how we did Coach Basics. We want to give you all the information right up front so that you can go through it at your own pace. And with that in mind, I posted already, but I want for any of you who didn't think this through, I really want you to take the first step and think through what kind of time you want to commit to your business. And I want you to really think through what kind of hours you want to set for the week and when you're going to work your business. Because what we're going to do is break down how you spend your time so that you can use it most effectively. Now, I want you to know that there's really no right or wrong to this. It truly is your business, so it doesn't matter if your upline coaches are superstar diamonds or if they're non existent. It doesn't matter because it's your business and it's up to you how you want to run it. So if you want to do this as a hobby coach and just do a couple of hours a week, no problem. If you want this to be your full-time job and you want to work 40 hours a week, also no problem. Either way, we're going to help you figure out what to do in the hours that you do have to devote to the business and be the most effective that you can be. So that's the very first thing I want you to do. How many hours are you able to give and when? And I want you to block that time aside just like you would if you were working a different kind of job and be very focused in that time. And then next I'm going to tell you a little bit more about how we're going to break that down. Okay, so organizing your time. So there's a couple of tools that I'm going to post for you, and they'll be part of the Google Doc that you get. And they're just ways to help you stay on top of things, help keep track of things. The first one is a planner. So make sure you have one. Whatever works for you, whatever makes sense for you. I personally like the pencil and paper kind so I can see it right in front of me, highlight it, cross it out, check it off, whatever. But I know lots of other people prefer using a digital one on your phone, on your computer, whatever. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Pick something and use it because you have to be able to schedule your time effectively. So pick one of those things and start using it today. Okay, second, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about something called Evernote. I think we've talked about this before. It's just evernote.com, evernote.com, and it's just a way to collect information and store it all in one place. And the beauty of this is twofold. One, that it's online, so it doesn't have to be a computer that you take around with you everywhere you go. It's actually something that's kind of out there in the internet world, so you can access it from anywhere. There's an app on your phone for it, or you can log into evernote.com. But the beauty of this is that you can actually search for different documents. So this is so key because when you see something posted, whether it's in our group or one of the other bigger groups, you can literally just copy and paste that post into your Evernote. And then even if it doesn't apply to you right this very minute, when you go looking for it later, you can actually search. That's the second part of Evernote, why it's the beauty of Evernote, because you can actually search for keywords. So, for example, you see a post in there in a bigger group about taxes, and maybe that's not something you're thinking about today, but come tax time next year, after you've been a year in the business, you're gonna want to find that. So rather than having to scroll through all the Facebook things or look through all the files or whatever, you'll have it right there, and you can just type in the word taxes, and it will come up in your search. So anyway, so that's the second thing. I want you to set up an Evernote. I want you to get on Evernote and set up your own account there. Okay. Third is there's a business activity tracker. This is a tool from Beachbody, and some people find it very helpful. Other people have used it to come up with their own thing, but it's just one way to start tracking what you're doing in your business, what you find effective and works for you, and what you find to be kind of a waste of your time. So whether you use this particular tool or not, use some tool. Whether you create it or whether you just adjust this business activity tracker, use something to figure out what's working for you so you know how to spend your time. And then last is Google Drive, and hopefully you all have seen this because this is where this document's going to live. This is just one more way to access documents online that doesn't have to be on your computer, and we are using Google Docs for all our templates. So it's basically like a Word or Microsoft spreadsheet, but we can share them with each other and we can comment on each other's things. We can edit them. So get an account on Google and then use the Google Drive, at the very least, for accessing these templates. Okay, so getting to the meat of this, what do you actually do with your time? So there are four main things that I want you to focus on when you are using that scheduled time to do this business. So you are going to want to spend equal amounts of time on all four of these pieces. So it's kind of like driving a car. You want to put equal pressure on all four wheels. It's the same with this. You want to put equal amounts of time into all four of these things. So if you have 4 hours this week to spend on your business, then I want you to spend 1 hour on each of these things. If you have 40 hours this week to spend on your business, then I want you to spend 10 hours on each of these separate things. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so the first one is learning the business. So we're going to post a whole bunch of things, a whole bunch of tools for you to figure out how you want to work this business. So we're going to post things about what it means to be Emerald, how to earn money, why it's important to be Emerald, why it's important to have Success Club, if you may want to get your spouse involved in your business, or your partner, or a family member, something like that. There'll be lots of great tools, and there are tons of tools out there beyond what we're going to post that you could also plug into your time when it's time that you've set aside for learning the business. So that's the first piece. The second one is sales. So this is the time that you're going to spend trying to recruit people for challenge groups and to make sales on challenge packs or Shakeology or any of the other wonderful products that Beachbody has there. That's the second piece. And then the third piece is recruiting. Now, I know that you're all very new coaches, but that doesn't mean that you can't start recruiting coaches. And of course, that's part of what it means to be Emerald. So I want the third piece, or the third bit of your time spent recruiting coaches, and we'll certainly help you out with that. We have some wonderful things coming up in this group that I'm really excited about, and we'll talk about in a future video. But anyway, that's the third piece. So thinking about who can you invite into this business, because after all, the business itself is actually our best product that we have to offer people. I mean, you probably have already discovered what a great product this is because here you are as a coach. But that's what we want to try and encourage other people as well. So that's number 3. And then the fourth part is personal development. So this is key, particularly in the beginning, but actually any time that you have in working this business in any level. It's just so important to take care of your mind and your spirit because this business has ups and downs. You probably experienced this already. Somebody's interested and you're super excited. Somebody doesn't come through and it really bums you out. So it's super important to take care of yourself and do some personal development. Some people enjoy reading books. Some people like listening to audio things. Some people like watching videos. Whatever that is for you, do it because it's so important to take care of yourself and nurture yourself and your mind and your spirit. We'll also offer some ideas about that, but if you already know what works for you and taking care of yourself, go for it. Now, I didn't put on there being a product of the product. I'm assuming that you're all going to take part in whatever program you're doing and you're all going to drink your Shakeology daily. If you want, you can lump that into your personal development time. I hope that you actually do personal development instead or in addition to. But I hope that you will be a product of the product. I think that kind of goes without saying. So anyway, welcome to the beginning of this group. I'm so excited to have you here. Please, please, please post your comments and questions, but get started right away, right in the beginning. What are your hours this week, and how many hours are you able to give this business? And I just want to make a little side comment there that I know some people have crazy schedules, and it's really, again, no right or wrong. Even if your schedule has to change, I want you to still take time to do this activity because it's so important, and it will help you the further along you get in this business to already have this determined. Okay, thanks so much. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.